Being pregnant is an amazing experience that can be enjoyed by anyone who has ever given birth or carried a child inside of them will understand what we mean when we say this. But it's not always easy, especially if you have to do it alone. The woman in our story had no idea she was going to have triplets until she was already 26 weeks into her pregnancy. It was a huge surprise, but thankfully she went through with it, and now she's sharing her story. Welcome back to our channel where we share with you the most amazing stories people have ever experienced. Our next post is going to blow your mind, so make sure you stay tuned and don't miss out. They said the billionaire's triplets were impossible. This story comes from a single mother named Emma. She had been pregnant for about 26 weeks at this point and had just found out that she wasn't carrying just one baby, but three. She had conceived naturally without any fertility treatments. Emma was stunned. She didn't know how she could afford to take care of three babies on her own. She was worried about the financial burden and the physical toll that having triplets would take on her body. However, after much thought and consideration, she decided to keep the babies and raise them on her own. She knew it wouldn't be easy, but she was determined to do whatever it took to give her children the best possible start in life. At first, her doctor was skeptical. They told her that it was highly unlikely that she would be able to carry all three babies to term. They warned her of the risks involved and advised her to consider terminating some of the fetuses so that she could have a more manageable pregnancy. But Emma refused. She didn't want an abortion, even if it meant that she'd have a difficult delivery. Her friends and family also tried to talk her out of it. They thought that she was making a huge mistake and that she would end up regretting it. But Emma was adamant. She knew what she wanted, and she wasn't going to let anyone stand in her way. When Emma finally gave birth, everyone was shocked. Not only did she have all three babies, but they were all healthy and beautiful. It was a truly amazing moment, and one that Emma will never forget. The doctors and nurses were amazed at the strength of both Emma and her babies. As soon as the triplets were born, they were whisked away to the NICU, where they were monitored for any potential problems. Thankfully, there were none. And after a few weeks, the babies were allowed to come home. Emma was nervous, but excited to start this new chapter in her life. As a single mother of three, she knew that it would be tough, but she was determined to do everything she could to give her kids the best possible life. With the help of her family and friends, she was able to manage, and the triplets grew up into happy and healthy children. The news of Emma's successful pregnancy and delivery quickly spread around town. People were amazed that she had been able to carry all three babies to full term and give birth naturally. Some even called her a miracle worker. Emma was just happy to have her babies and didn't pay much attention to the rumors. She knew that she had done something special, but it wasn't for attention or fame. It was because she wanted a big family and was willing to do whatever it took to make that happen. As the triplets grew older, they became local celebrities. People would stop and stare at them when they saw them out in public, and some even tried to take pictures. The triplets didn't seem to mind the attention, though. They were used to it by the time they were toddlers, and they were always happy to pose for pictures with their many admirers. Emma was grateful for the support she received from her community. It made her job as a single mom a lot easier knowing that people were there to help her out if she needed it. One day when Emma was out with her triplets, she heard someone say, "Look at the poor girl. She's stuck with three babies and no husband." Emma sighed. It was true that being a single mom was tough, but she wouldn't trade it for the world. She loved her children more than anything and was proud of the strong, independent women they were growing up to be. If she had taken the advice of her doctors and family and aborted one or two of the fetuses, she wouldn't have been able to experience the joy that her children brought her. Emma knew that she had done the right thing by keeping all three babies. Sure, there were times when she felt like giving up, but the love of her children kept her going. She was determined to prove everyone who doubted her wrong. And she did just that. Emma and her triplets became an inspiration to other single moms. They showed them that it was possible to raise more than one child on your own and that it didn't require a village. With hard work, determination, and a lot of love, Emma was able to provide her children with the life they deserved. She never let them know that she struggled financially or emotionally. She was always there for them, no matter what they needed. In the end, it was worth it. Seeing her children grow up into happy and healthy adults was the greatest reward she could have asked for. The triplets are now all grown up and out of the house. They're successful in their own right and have made Emma proud. She knows that she played a big role in shaping them into the kind, caring people they are today. When people see Emma now, they don't believe that she's the same woman who had those triplets all those years ago. She looks amazing. And she's still just as humble and down to earth as she was before. She knows that it's not about her, though. It's about her children and the legacy they'll leave behind. Emma hopes that her story will inspire other single moms to never give up. It may be tough, but it's also incredibly rewarding. With hard work and determination, anything is possible. We have to say that this is a very inspiring story. Emma is an amazing woman who defied the odds and raised 3 beautiful children on her own. She's a true inspiration to us all. We hope that her story will give other single moms the strength they need to keep going. It's not easy, but it's definitely possible. You can do it, Mama. Just remember that you're stronger than you think. This is definitely a story that proves that the saying, "It takes a village to raise a child," is actually wrong. Emma proved that it only takes one loving parent to raise happy and healthy children. She didn't need a village. She just needed love, determination, and hard work. And she had all 3 in spades. Emma and her triplets are a great example of the strength of the human spirit. They're a reminder that no matter how difficult things may seem, it's always possible to come out on top. We salute you, Emma, and we wish you and your children all the happiness and success in the world. Now it's time to hear from you. What do you think of this story? Let us know in the comments below. And if you liked the video, don't forget to like and share it with your friends and family. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Every day on our channel, we share with you the most amazing stories people have ever experienced. If you want to be a part of our community, then click the subscribe button so you're always the first to see our latest videos.